Hello, I am Pitboss from PitbossGamingCo, and I have a map that I want to show you and show you what I have done. Now, this is not my creation, I just edited it in a way. Not this one, I have a separate save for it. This is, in case you haven't seen his video yet, it is Sethbling's Rubik's Cube. It is extremely complicated, and there's a lot of work he put into this, and it's just amazing how he did this. Now, there's these rotate clockwise, rotate counterclockwise blocks. I'm not going to solve the Rubik's Cube, I'm just going to show you what it does. Rotate clockwise, it just turns... It works like a real Rubik's Cube would, except for the only downside is you can't actually turn the cube. The only way to turn the cube itself would be to have probably around 6 to 8 times more redstone. And I think that's enough to lag the world as is. Now, he also has this little randomizer down here that he did, which automatically randomizes the cube. It pretty much just... The only lag I might get is due to the particle effect, but that's why I stand back here when it's doing that. But then, if you want to try to solve it, you can solve it. If you want to... This is the easy way out. This is what he built to reset to cube factory default, which it will just... It's a list of set block commands, and it just resets the Rubik's Cube. Solves it. So what I have done is I have taken that... Wrong thing. I have taken that reset to factory default, and I have changed it so that it's actually a test 4 instead. So I added all this extra stuff over here, which it will say if the Rubik's Cube is solved. Right now it's solved because I got this little, I don't know, clock going on. It's just a short clock, so it takes a little bit. But let's say I hit the random... Actually, not randomize, I'm not going to randomize it. That would require me to solve it. So, right now it's solved, and it's perfect on all sides, and I can do this, and it will check, and after a bit of lag, it will say it's not solved anymore. The lights will turn off and the little door will close, but let's solve it again, and after a little bit more redstone lag and testing, it's solved. So, you've just won the best prizes that Minecraftia has to offer. If I get in this door, a chest full of sticks, a chest full of rotten flesh. Okay, so the way I did this is I took out the top layer because it's really not needed, the set white, because if you solve for white, if you solve for all the other sides, then you don't have to, then white's already going to be solved. And I didn't test for the middle ones either, because those ones don't move. They really don't move, and I don't know why he had a set block there. And the bottom was probably the hardest part, and I don't remember what it's called. I think there are AND gates that I used to turn all these. I don't remember the technical terms for it, but after this series of connections, like, it'll test for this block. If this one is red and it's in that corner right there, it will power, which will power this repeater. I probably could have shortened everything a lot, but it was easier to work in this space. So it just powers this circuit of gates. I forgot which one it is. I think it's AND, but I'm not sure. And eventually it'll have these ones place a redstone block if it's solved, or a air block if it's not solved, and those redstone and air blocks will go over to here. I really don't need these 4 blocks here, but it will go over here, which will power this redstone torch, and once again create another set of making it a redstone block or another air block. And those redstone and air blocks go over here to power this thing. I tried to cut down on lag, not lag, but lag in the system, not lag in the game, by making it so that they powered command blocks instead of used a repeater to carry the signal all the way over there, because then this way would power way before that one. So the only time difference now is actually redstone lag, not redstone lag, server lag instead of game lag. So they just, this one is the one that's, if there's no redstone current here, it will replace it with air, which is that one right there. So it's just, it'll replace this one, which is, okay, if this, God, I'm having a hard time explaining this. The redstone block that was placed over there is placed right here, which will power this, which will place a redstone block here, powering that one, powering that one, powering that one, and so on and so on. And if the redstone block is removed and replaced with air, it will, instead of powering that one, it will power this block, which will eventually replace all of these redstone blocks with air. So that's just the gist of it. The amount of redstone in this thing is immense, and I bet he used World Edit to build this, because I don't think he would have spent, like, I'm just gonna fall, and it's a lot of redstone. I don't even know what's down here. I think it's like game lag, the shadows. Okay, but he built this all on top of half slabs. That's interesting. I didn't even notice that before. But this is just huge. I'm very proud in the block that I put together. It's just a bunch of test 4 blocks though, so that's pretty much it. I'm Pitboss from PitbossGamingCo, and I hope you stick around. See you.